The Faculty is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Shout Factory. It can be found as the slipcover edition, available at your online retailers. Now, The Faculty came out at a time where Robert Rodriguez was still finding his footing in filmmaking, and for me, it's definitely one of his stronger efforts. It also happens to have three of my on-screen crushes, Famke Janssen, Salma Hayek, and Jordana Brewster. Plus, it's a great spin on Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Robert Patrick is in top form as the intense and creepy football coach. In fact, the whole cast is pretty on point. I love going back to this one often, and it really holds up today. The Faculty on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 185:1 with native 4K resolution, and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision transfer. The film's debut on the 4K format underwent a restoration approved by director Robert Rodriguez. When it comes to the source condition, I found it to be largely clean and relatively blemish-free. Disc encoding is fairly strong with above-average bit rates and no notable dips in quality. Film grain is presented well and thankfully appears unmanaged. All one has to do is pop in the old Blu-ray to see how dated that particular transfer was. Firing up the new 4K, it's a revelation. First and foremost, image clarity is readily apparent. Details show impressive gains as textures are very well realized across the board. The use of digital effects stands out even more though, for better or for worse, but for the practical creature effects, I think they reveal more nuance in regard to texture and depth. The film supports Dolby Vision, and it too makes for a more pleasing visual experience. Colors pop with intensity, especially day sequences. Reds, blues, greens often produce stunning boldness. The 90s aesthetic in general is very nicely enhanced with the grading. Skin tones run a hair over neutral to the warmer side, while whites show nice stability. Black levels offer another improvement over the old Blu-ray. On that transfer, they always looked a bit wonky to me, blotchy even, especially in the climax. If you know, you know. The 4K gives shadows a much-needed boost, properly concealing those moments that call for it instead of a crushing mess that the Blu-ray picture exhibited. Night scenes are also on point and are appropriately deep. The Faculty on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix as well as a 2.0 track. The same audio mix has ported over from the previous Blu-ray, and it's still an overall pleasing experience. Yes, an Atmos upgrade would have been most welcome. I can think of more than a few overhead audio cues that may have further expanded the track. As it is, the 5.1 does a solid effort and presents the film's sound design well. The surrounds are teeming with in-film ambience. The bustling inside the school is prominently featured, as are the occasional creepy goings-on that occur when things at the high school start to turn. The film's soundtrack, which I've always been a fan of, takes up shop back there as well. Dialogue reproduction is clean and easy to hear for the duration. The LFE has some weight in its overall delivery. An explosion in the third act offers a jolt from the low end. The game scene in the back half featuring the cover of Another Brick in the Wall brings the heft with crunch-heavy tackles and fireworks. The film on physical media has never been known for having a lot, if any, extras in its various physical media iterations, but there are two new offerings for this 4K release from Shout Factory. One such contribution runs about 20 minutes and features creature effects designer Greg Nicotero. To my knowledge, the film has never been given a proper behind-the-scenes or making-of feature, and this particular short is probably the closest we will ever get. Nicotero goes over the film's various practical effects and creature designs and his recollections for making the film. The second featurette has production designer Kerry White. This Zoom call short runs just under 10 minutes, and he too discusses various aspects of the film's look. For the picture quality, I'm going to give The Faculty on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. There's no mistaking the obvious upgrade the 4K brings to the picture, as this is an outstanding visual bump that will make most want to trade in their old Blu-ray. The film looks cleaner, sharper, and nicely enhanced with Dolby Vision, adding boldness to the palette. This is an easy one to recommend for an upgrade. For the audio mix, I scored this one a B+. On the surface, the existing 5.1 is still a fine audio mix, but a new Atmos bump would have been the cherry on top here. The track has a good energy to it, but if you have the Blu-ray, you've heard this one before. And for the extras, I graded them a B-. This film never really had any previous bonus materials to lament over included or not included for this release, but the two new offerings I feel do give at least a little bit of something for fans to chew on. If you're into the behind-the-scenes type of supplements, I think this will please most in that area. So that is my review of The Faculty on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Shout Factory. If you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct Amazon link in the comment section. Now, if you have the disc already, let me know your thoughts down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.